Hello everybody, this is Gigatitan here for the long-awaited rematch versus Uutton. And this is an absolutely, I guess I can actually say it's epic because it is long. It's a very long battle. It was over 30 minutes without being cut or anything, just 30 minutes in itself. So anyways, he sends out his Mighty Enya and uses Crunch on the Porygon I just switched into, and it does an amazing amount of damage, way more than I thought it would ever do. So I was pretty scared right here. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do about this thing? So I do decide to switch out, and he actually does the same. Switches out Rar and sends in Joy the Chansey. I switch out Porygon 2 and send in Magnezone predicting a Crunch, but it never comes. But then I find myself in another bad position because I cannot do anything to that Joy. Pretty much, you know, it'd just be like absolutely terrifying. He does another switch and sends in Fear Me the Grovyle. Now, I was expecting Leaf Storm, but I did not know that I'd be able to knock out Hippowdon in one hit. I should have used Endure. That would have been extremely helpful. I would have been able to knock that thing out early, but I didn't. So, you know, I learned some lessons about, you know, I'm learning more tactics and strategy and what to do and when to do something, when not to. And I've learned to, now you should always, well, not always, but in most cases, if there's a legitimate threat, you should make sure to try to predict what that is. Even if it may not happen, it's better to be, you know, usually better to be safe than sorry. So Porygon 2 uses Tri-Attack on Metal, and I get a burn on them, which is pretty cool. We actually don't get a lot of hacks in this battle, meaning just like luck. So it's pretty, you know, it's pretty good, and it ended up close anyway, so it's really too close to tell who actually, you know, without the hacks, who would have won. I'm not really sure either. So Porygon 2 is out. It's about a little above 3/4 HP now, and I switch it out because I can't do anything to the metal, and send out Regirock because I know I can pretty much resist anything they do, including possibly if this is you know, one of the ones with Draco Meteor, even though, you know, because Pokesov nowadays you can pretty much do anything with it. So Regirock uses Stealth Rock and gets that out there. Very nice, because I didn't have to do it with any interference. Now, he went to go grab something to eat after he chose this move here. Now, I did not know what to do. I decided to just go for a Thunder Wave on there. He uses Close Combat, and he was shocked, and I was shocked that Regirock survived. That is a Choice-Banded Machamp, which was amazing, because I was like, yes, Regirock can survive incredible hits like that. Like, it can take incredible punishment. And that was a super effective hit too. That was amazing. I was like, yes, it worked. So Regirock did prove his worth right there. Definitely is going to have a permanent spot on this team, at least for the Sandstorm one. He switches out Machamp, sends in the Metal, and I use Stone Edge, hoping to do some damage. Barely do anything. Could have used Seismic Toss, but, you know, I don't know. I was thinking I might do more to Machamp, because Machamp's defenses aren't, you know, that great. They only can get a max of, well, I guess they're pretty good. I just should have used Seismic Toss. But in another unrelated story, the Metal uses U-turn, and so I did not even know it could learn that. I was kind of unexpected, but I use Seismic Toss on Haze. Does pretty good damage, because even though Haze has a lot of HP, it still did a decent amount of damage. Regirock's chilling there, getting more HP with leftovers, and I'm predicting a Will-O-Wisp here, and they do use it. And I completely forgot. I'm like, wait, doesn't Joy have aromatherapy? I was like, oh man. Uutton told me that, and I'm like, oh man, oh man. And now I'm burned, so I can't do anything to that Chansey. I was like, I can't believe I just did that. So I'm just sitting here. They switch out and send in Joy. I'm like, oh no. Worst fears realized. They're going to use aromatherapy. Go for Seismic Toss. Does absolutely nothing because Joy has so much HP. So I was like, oh no, this isn't good. Oh no. And I did take out Explosion on Regirock. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to explode on them while they were using aromatherapy. And to my sadness, I forgot I had gotten rid of it. I'm like, oh no. They use aromatherapy. They're pretty much good to go. And Joy's taking damage from Sandstorm. Regirock faints because of his burn. He actually survived a lot longer than I thought. And so Joy restores his HP with leftovers. I go ahead and I send in Tin Can, the Bronzong. Now, he did not know at the time that I had Gyro Ball, which was great for me. I'm like, Gyro Ball! He's like, oh crap, this is not going to do anything. And he's like, wait, whoa, how is it doing so much? And I'm like, paralysis, have my speed. And then the Gyro Ball gave it a huge amount of power now. Plus he has a Matcha Brace, so he's good to go. Almost knocks out Joy, just barely hangs on. That was unfortunate for me. I was hoping I could just barely hang on there. They switch out Joy and they send in Rar. I was like, yes, Gyro Ball, it's a victory. And then, can't move, paralyzed, dang it. Not good, not good. I was like, oh man, that was terrible. I should have got it right then. I would have been able to knock out that thing. They use Crunch, and Uutton does tons of damage to that Bronzong. It's such a strong Mighty Enya, it's crazy. Gyro Ball barely, just barely does not do enough. And I'm like, okay, here, I'm going to protect and just make him faint. I'm like, yeah. I just had the Sandstorm take him out. And so I don't have to lose Bronzong there. I can save him for the next Pokemon, so he has to take damage from the Sandstorm or take damage from Bronzong. So they sends out Machamp, which was pretty bad. I was just going to go for an explosion here, you know. Might as well try, you know. And they use Close Combat, you know, Banded. No way. There's no chance there. Regirock can barely survive. Tin Can cannot survive. So Sandstorm buffets Seth 32 to the 194. I know it's, yeah, whatever. So I'm just chilling here. Again, I like chilling because there's time in between turns where I can talk. And Azelf uses Zen Headbutt, 4 times resistance, or I guess it'd be like, you know, yeah, 4 times resistance or 1/4 damage. Doesn't do very much to that metal. And I'm debating, should I stay in and try to take it out, or should I switch? And I do decide to switch because I don't want to take whatever hit they're going to do. I know they have that U-turn, so I don't want to get hit by that. Switch to Magnezone, who can resist anything. They use U-turn, doesn't do much, and now they're definitely scouting right now. It's a phrase I just made up. I don't know if it's real, but it probably is. Just, you know, seeing what they're going to do. They send in Machamp. And that was their whole idea, is that, you know, he was just like, well, if I can use that, then I can figure out if they switch, then I can get something else in to counter it. So then I have to switch. So Magnezone is in a dilemma. I used Thunderbolt. I had known that he has high special defense, didn't know he would be able to survive that. Close Combat rips apart Magnezone. I was like, oh, no. I'm like, no, that was dumb. I should not have done that. I shouldn't have stayed in. But I was hoping that Sandstorm would knock him out, but he barely holds on. You know, hold on for dear life right there. I send in Azelf, who gets hit by the Stealth Rock. I go for an Ice Punch because I know they have Grovyle. I'm just, you know, maybe they'll send in Grovyle, maybe not. Maybe they'll send in somebody else, and I'll get to learn a new member of their team because I need to know exactly who is on Uutton's team. They send in the Metal, and it gets knocked. Well, it doesn't get knocked out. It gets barely holding on. I only have 2 here, guys, and I'm getting against 4 of his, so I'm getting pretty scared right here because the other guy's Porygon 2, and he's barely holding on. He sends in Haze, who completely walls me, and I was like, oh no. Okay, time to do the old switcheroo. I switch out to Porygon 2 here, so I can take the Will-O-Wisp because I know that's what's coming, and I can't afford to have Azelf hit by it. And Download raises Porygon 2 special attack. It's going to be useless, though. Haze is a little lower than, well, now he's about 3/4 HP. Gets a little HP from leftovers, so does Porygon 2, but he's hurt by the burn. He goes down, 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 down. And now it's getting very close. They sent out Joy. Here's where I could have made a better move. Is to recover here. If I had recovered, then I would have been able to pretty much wall this next Pokemon that, well, I would not have been able to wall it, but I could have at least, you know, wasted a turn for them, and it would have helped later, but it didn't really matter too much, but would have helped, I'm sure. But he takes a long time to decide, and he sends out Fear Me, and I could have used Ice Beam here. This would have been Porygon 2's moment to shine, but he definitely outspeeds me there. Takes out Porygon 2. I'm down to 1 guy. He is up 2, I believe. 2 or 3. I don't remember. But very close now. Stealth Rock hits Azelf, and I go for a Zen Headbutt and take out Fear Me. because Azelf it has a scarf on it, so it's much faster than Grovyle. Send in his last guy, which is Haze. I know I have a super effective hit here. You're barely hanging on, and I do get the Zen headbutt. So good game, Uutton. Extremely close, and it was really fun to battle you, test out this team. So please subscribe, comment, and rate. Peace out.